Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. Merry Christmas. I hope you all are having a great Christmas. So in today's video, I'm doing a Christmas nail design and I'm so excited about this nail set. So I'm using some 3XL nail tips. I got these nail tips from Amazon and I'm going to be applying them using gel base coat and my Meow nail lamp. I'm just going to be flash curing each of the nails for 15 seconds. And then when I'm finished, I would cure for 30 seconds. And before doing all of that, I needed to apply some sunscreen to my skin because it is going to be in the lamp often and I need to protect my skin. So I did that before applying the nail tips. So I'm so excited about this nail set because it is a Jesus inspired nail design because it's Christmas Day. And I hope you all are having a really great and restful Christmas, and I hope you all have a bright and prosperous new year. So yeah, I'm just going to be doing that right now. And the ring nail, I applied it crooked, so I had to realign it one time, and that is possible because when you flash cure your nails, it doesn't cure completely. So when I reapplied it, I cured it for another 15 seconds I believe, and then I am applying some gel base coat on top of that just to seal it all in so that it doesn't move at all. So that's what you saw me doing there. And when I'm finished, as I said before, I cured for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to be cutting the nail tips down a bit because I don't want them too long, and then I filed the free edge of all of the nails to get a straight line because when I cut it, some of the tips were a little crooked afterwards. And I'm usually very skeptical about filing nails like this because I do have on peel off base coat under my nails, so any wrong move and these nails could peel off very fast. So I decided to apply gel base coat to all of the nails first and cure it, and then I would file it because gel base coat gives it a little more structure and it strengthens the nail a little more, so that's why I like to do it like that. However, usually I would buff the surface of the nails to remove the shine and then apply the gel base coat and cure it for 30 seconds, but I don't really do that much because I don't keep these nails on for that long. But if y'all are planning to keep these nails on for 2 to 3 weeks, y'all need to buff the surface of the nails to remove the shine and then apply the gel base coat. So right here I'm doing a light filing of the free edge of all of the nails. So I'm going to be using this grey polygel from Macart. So I placed a large bead on my ring nail and I'm just going to be evenly distributing that on the ring nail. That's all I'm going to be doing. So I start at the cuticle area, making sure that the polygel fits the cuticle area nicely and there isn't much polygel around that area. And I just and by the way, I'm using my Beetles polygel brush. I really like this polygel brush. If you're interested in seeing the review that I did for Beetles polygel, I will leave a link in the cards. So right here, I'm just evenly distributing the polygel, and this polygel is stiff. I know Macart polygels are usually stiff. I'm accustomed to Macart polygels, but this polygel is stiff on another level. This polygel was so time consuming and difficult to work with because of how stiff it was, but I liked it. I liked the shade of grey. I just liked the polygel. It was just super stiff. So keep that in mind if you're buying this polygel. This polygel is stiff. So I cured that for 30 seconds. And now I'm going in with another bead to build the apex of the nail, and then I would cure for 30 seconds. So attempting to get a proper apex and to get the transition that I wanted proved to be difficult. So I had to apply another bead just to get that transition that I want. So I am applying another bead of the gray polygel and distributing that in a certain place on the nail to get that nice transition from apex to the nail tip. So yeah, I'm doing that, and then I would cure for 30 seconds. So I did the middle nail and the thumbnail off camera, and I'm just showing a side view of how it looks. Now I am applying some rubbing alcohol to remove the tackiness from those nails. Now I'm going to be using a siesta, which is this nude polygel, and I'm going to be doing some French nails. So on the index nail, I apply a small bead of the a siesta polygel to the nail bed area, and then I'm going to be shaping it into a French smile line. And this bead is pretty thin. It's not super thin, but it's manageable. So I'm using that to shape my French smile line. And this layer always needs to be thin or manageable, because you need to ensure that you can form this polygel into a French smile line. The second bead could be a lot bigger, but the first bead is always smaller so that you can manage it in order to shape it into the French smile line. So I'm just going to let this part play out, and I'll be back shortly. So I cured that for 30 seconds, and now I'm going in with a second bead to build the nail bed area, and I would cure that as well for 30 seconds. And I did the same for the pinky nail. So this is how the nails are looking. Now I'm just using rubbing alcohol to remove the stickiness from the index nail and the pinky nail, and then I would file the French nails to get a crisp smile line. So I'm just gonna let this part play out and I'll be back shortly. Now I'm going to be applying the grey polygel to the tip area of the index nail and the pinky nail. I had to do 2 to 3 layers of this in order to get the thickness that I want, and I would recommend curing this grey polygel for about 60 seconds. Some of the nails were uncured when I was filing, so I had to cure them while filing the nails, so keep that in mind. This grey, although it looks like a light grey, it is a light grey, but to the nail lamp it's still a dark color which needs to be cured for longer. Just like we would cure black polygel for longer than 30 seconds, you need to cure grey polygel for 60 seconds. And moving this polygel on the tip of this index nail was very stressful. Sometimes I felt like it was not even moving the way how I was applying pressure, and it just wasn't going anywhere. So yeah, this polygel really stiff, really stiff, but I just liked how this nail set turned out. It looked so good. And let me know what you guys are doing for the Christmas. What are you doing? Are you spending it with your family and friends? Are you home alone? I am watching Home Alone for Christmas. I watch it every year. I try to watch it every year. Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, just spending time with my family and friends. Living life, you know. So I cured the first layer, and now I'm going in with my second layer, and then I would cure that. So I'm just showing a side view of the nail, and it needed another bead just to build the nail. So I'm going to be doing that. Then I would cure for 30 to 60 seconds. So this is how the nails are looking. Now I'm just going to be using some rubbing alcohol on all of the nails, and then I filed the nails off camera. So this is after filing of the nails. Now I'm going to be using matte top coat on most of the nails except the middle nail. I'm going to be using glossy top coat on the middle nail and matte top coat on the rest of the nails. And I would cure for 30 seconds. And by the way, if y'all are wondering why is under my nails so white, some of them popped off and I used glue to stick them back on and it just turned white for some weird reason. So don't worry about that. It's because of the peel off base coat. So this is how it looks when all of the nails are cured. Now I'm going to be using cashmere, which is this grey gel polish from Nail Reserve. If you all are interested in purchasing anything from Nail Reserve, you can use my code. It will be listed on the screen and in the description below. So this cashmere gel polish was one of my favorite gel polishes from when I reviewed some of Nail Reserve's gel polishes. So I always wanted to use this gel polish. So this was the best time to do it. So I'm going to be doing something sort of like a sweater nail, but not a sweater nail. So as I said before, this is a Jesus nail design, a Christmas nail design. So I outlined the French smile line with the grey gel polish and I'm going to be drawing some crosses all over the tip area of the index nail, and I think this nail design turned out so good. I love it. I just love it. This is one of my favorite nail designs. So y'all will let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. So I'm just going to be drawing the crosses all over the index nail. So I'm just going to let this part play out and I'll be back shortly. So before curing the gel polish, I'm going to be pouring some clear dip powder on the nail, and then I would cure for 30 seconds. So this is how it's looking, and I think it looks so good. Oh my goodness. Now onto the pinky nail, I'm going to be doing the same thing. So I'm just going to let this part play out, and I'll be back shortly. Moving on to the thumbnail, I am going to be doing the same thing on the whole nail. So I'm going to be using these gold rhinestones, so I'm just placing them on my nail palette. I'm going to be using the smaller ones, and I'm also going to be using some of these red rhinestones. So this nail is inspired by a picture I saw on Instagram. I will try to leave the picture right here. So I'm going to be placing some rhinestone glue on my nail palette, and then I'm going to be using my dotting tool to apply the rhinestone glue to wherever I want to apply the rhinestones. Since these nails are matte, I need to be specific in where I apply the rhinestone glue, since the rhinestone glue is glossy. So yeah, I'm just going to be doing that, and I'll be back shortly. And I think this nail turned out so good. Let me know what you guys think. So I decided to dip the cross into the rhinestone glue because what I was doing there was not making sense and wasn't doing anything. So I dipped the cross in the rhinestone glue and tried to place it directly where I wanted it to be, but it wasn't placed directly, so it left a bit of glossiness where it wasn't supposed to be. So after curing this for 30 seconds, I am going to be placing some matte top coat on my nail palette and just applying the matte top coat to where there were a bit of glossiness on the nail, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to be using some red and green rhinestones, so I'm just finding some right here. Then on the index nail I placed a small bead of the rhinestone glue, and then I would apply some rhinestones to that nail. I'm going to be applying some gold, green and red rhinestones, and then I would flash cure that for 5 to 10 seconds. Then I would do the same for the pinky nail. Then I would cure in my bigger nail lamp for 30 seconds. Now on to the middle nail, I'm going to be applying some rhinestones. So I'm not good with rhinestone placement at all, so it took me a while to figure out how I was going to be placing these rhinestones on this nail. Let me know what you guys think about my rhinestone placement, because I had no idea what I was doing. I was just hoping for the best. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about it and what I should have done differently and stuff like that. So I cured that for 30 seconds, and this is how the nails are looking. So I'm just using some rubbing alcohol to make the rhinestones shine a bit. So yeah, this is how the nails are looking. Now I'm just applying my cuticle oil to rehydrate my skin and nails. So guys, this nail set was amazing. I loved it. I loved everything about it. It looked so good. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a wonderful, a bright and prosperous new year. And I hope you all are keeping safe and having fun. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Happy birthday, Jesus, and see y'all in my next one. Bye guys.